Hello everyone, Glen Bolger here for SwitchUp. Today we have a video for you that highlights some of the upcoming games on the Nintendo Switch, along with some gameplay footage of said games. Now Mark and I have just got back from EGX Rezzed in London, and we'd like to share with you some of the footage of the games that we have seen. I just want to give a quick shout out to one of our subscribers, Mark Bolton, who we met there. It was lovely to have a chat with you, mate. I hope you enjoyed your day, and I hope you continue to enjoy our content. And also to Paul at Switched On, another Switch YouTube channel. It was great to meet you too, mate. Please do check out his channel if you haven't done so. There's some really good stuff on there. In terms of release dates, these games range from this month, April, up until a more vague 2019. And with all that being said, let's have a look at some new games, shall we? A game that I know has caught many people's imagination is the Untitled Goose game. This appears to be a stealth game where you play as a goose and try to avoid a farmer. I know Mark was excited for this one when we did our upcoming games 2019 video, so it was nice to actually see this one running. Terratech was another of the games we played. This one is a quite early build, so the game wasn't running as smoothly as hopefully it will do when it releases. This has a bit of a Lego Worlds feel to it in terms of you start as a very small vehicle, just a single block, and you destroy other vehicles and you can then use their parts to build yourself up and make yourself more powerful. This one definitely has potential as long as they can get it running properly on the Switch. Galactic Soccer is another one that we saw. Looks like a fun little arcade football game. What I will say about the footage you're seeing here is that it looks like it's running incredibly slowly. Now I'm happy to say that this is more down to the people not realising that there was a run button than this being the speed that the game plays. Gato Roboto was another one we saw. This one definitely looks interesting. It almost looks like a Metroidvania, but in the style of a Spectrum game. With the increase of retro styled games that come out these days, it's always nice to see a game that clearly has that retro influence, but goes from a different era as opposed to the 8-bit style that we see so often. Castle Crashers is a game that I played and enjoyed back on the Xbox 360, and despite the fact that the Switch has a fair few decent multiplayer brawlers, it's certainly one I've seen people asking for in comment sections time and time again, and it's definitely one that will be welcome on the Switch. One of the heavy hitters on show and a game that's out in a couple of weeks on the Switch was Cuphead. Now Mark and I got a chance to play a bit of this in co-op mode, and what I must say is it runs very well, very smooth, which is essential in a game like this. Looks absolutely delightful, cannot wait for this one. Steamworld Quest was another one that was on show, and again another one that's coming out in April. I know some people are a little disappointed that the Steamworld games have gone in a card battle direction, but I must say the game looks lovely. We didn't get a chance to play this one, we did watch a bit of the footage. If you're able to look past the turn-based card battle mechanic, this one looks like it could be a whole lot of fun. Fogs is a game that Mark and I played a little bit of at a previous convention, and it was nice to see the progress being made. You play as what I can only describe without knowing in full as what looks like a two-headed worm-shaped dog, and you must work together in order to solve certain problems and progress through levels. If the progress continues smoothly on this game, I could certainly see this one making an upcoming co-op list at some point. Katana Zero is a very cool looking game that looks to have some sort of stealth elements as well, in order for you to carry out and complete assassinations. Each mission appears to give you certain objectives that you must follow in order to complete the mission successfully. Agelos is a game that appears to have taken some inspiration from Wonder Boy in terms of its gameplay, but also I get a bit of a Mega Man vibe from some of the bosses as well. If this one gets the blend just right, this could be an absolutely cracking game. Cat Quest is a game that did fairly well on the Switch, eventually earning itself a physical release, and there is a sequel on the way. Here is some early footage of that game. So there you have it then, just a selection of some of the games that we saw at EGX Rezzed. Obviously we were recording from the screens, so the quality of the videos is not as high as we would normally like, but I'm sure that you can appreciate that's the way it had to be. Please let us know if any of these interest you, or if you were at EGX Rezzed, did you have a good time? Thanks as always to all of our Patreons for your support, and to each and every one of you for watching our videos. Take it easy, and until the next one, happy gaming.